So before we go downstairs, I wanted to take a look at this dollhouse, or I'm sorry, this stained glass window. This is a different dollhouse we're looking at. This is the Newport dollhouse. And this is probably my favorite stained glass piece that I've ever done. And we'll take a look at it. I can't take this door out because it's glued in, but that's what it looks like from the exterior side. So just hold on a second and we'll go downstairs. Okay, so we are downstairs and we are looking at the supplies that I use to make stained glass windows. I've tried a number of different mediums, but I think that this has turned out the absolute best. We'll take a look at that. We were just looking at that little window that I made for my dollhouse bathroom. Same little window in color. And then, sorry about that, the front door to the Victorian dollhouse. That's what that looks like. And then I'm in the process of making a set of French doors. They're gonna be leaded glass. So you already see the design that I have. And I'm gonna make the second one look like this one. This was my first attempt at working with lead tape. And what I do is I just cut it in very, very thin strips. I'm redoing this. And I wanna tell you how, if you make a mistake with the glass paint, it is so easy to fix. The tape here's a little piece. I just cut it into really thin little strips. I eyeball it. If you want to be perfect, you can lay a ruler down and use a razor blade to do it. But I have found that, like well, maybe this is a better example. If you look at this little window, it's pretty exact. It's not perfect, but I guarantee you that the leading or the lead tape, it's not all, you can tell that some are thinner than the other one. So it doesn't have to be perfect and it's still gonna look really, really good. I was gonna use this window just as an example. I'm in the process of, because I am gonna make this window a stained glass window, and I got it in, as you can see, it's moldy, it's icky. I cleaned it up with Clorox, and now I'm in the process of painting it. And then I'm going to use the lead tape. And I haven't decided what my design is going to be yet, but I wanted to mention, when you start working, when you start working with the glass paint, what I do is just take a random piece of plastic, and you guys, I suck so bad at editing, I'm so sorry, but I will just dab a color of each glass paint, swirl it around with a toothpick and let it dry, and then you're gonna have an idea what the texture is going to be like and exactly what the color is going to be like. So again, to make stained glass windows, you are going to need lead golfer's tape. Go into a golf store and get this lead tape. My brother had a golf store and he ended up giving me a bunch of this lead tape, so I'm happy about that. And then this gallery glass I purchased at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if Michael's has it, but you can check at stores like that. You're gonna need the lead tape, the glass paint, and toothpicks and paper towels. And that is all you know, just start going, start creating, and you're gonna come up with something really amazing. And this by far, like I said, I worked with different mediums. This by far is your best bet for having extremely realistic looking miniature dollhouse windows. So thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I didn't set the camera up again. I'm gonna get better at this editing stuff, but when I get more things done, I will post those videos. So thank you again for joining me.